Njoroge kuriwe mwiroreri wa Muthingi TV hwaine wa muthenya wa umuthe imwihoko wakwa ati muthenya wako wa mwambiririo ni wagitidio wega kana wiki yako ni kurirwo ukimiambiriria oro wega ari tariki 29 mweri naguo ni wa gatano mwaka ni wa 2023 tugacokeria Ngai ngatho ni tondu wa muthenya uyu gunyita ugani thiini wa mohoro maitu ma thaa ici mane twatinda tugikumathira na maya ni mamwe ma maria tukuhaririirie. Maya ni mamwe ma maria tukuhaririirie. Arugamiriri kuma sekta-ini ya umemerekia hamwe na honge itiganite itari cia githirikari kuregana na ndereti ya kigina kia mwaka wa 2023. Igoti nene kurugamia mihango ya kamiti ya guthuthuria kiriga gia Shakahola. Kirabu kia golf cia Kakamega kwigwatira tigiti wa guthaka mbituka cia finals. Na nguririkanie no ngoro ukiaraniria nani kugerera kuria page-ini itu ya Facebook ni Muthingi TV, kuria mwena wa YouTube ni @Muthingi TV, ritwa riakwa ni Waitherero wa Njoroge, na tukiambiriria ni ati ikundi makiria ma 10 na iria itari cia githirikari na iria cia gutetera ihoto cia muingi ireganite na riandikithia ria thirikari ria kwandikithia nyongerera ya magoti na makiria kuri kigina kia budget ya mwaka wa 2023 na 2024 na ikundi ici na iria cikinyete mbere ya kamiti ya bunge igie kigina ishireganite na riandikithia riri undu umwe na mubango wa waki wa nyumba cia raithi, makiuga undu uyu ni urakorwo ukihinyiriria mukenya wa kawaida na njira nene.
The conditions that actually made the Singapore one work very well is that by 1965 the government had put in the fundamental structures that had ensured a year-on-year growth of the economy. And because there was a year-on-year growth of the economy, then the National Wages Council would then recommend to government as to the wages increase to the workers. Now with this wages increase to the workers, then the government would then deduct a bit of that increase to go into the housing fund, and then the rest of the increase goes to the employees. So you see what would then happen in that case is that there would be a situation where government is actually getting this into the housing fund, but as far as the employees are concerned, they actually their net take home will be much higher. But if you look at the current situation right now, in fact, based on the projections that have been had and the data that has happened, the quarterly performance, the economy is actually contracting. The inflation rates are actually much higher. So you have a situation where then, in addition to crowding out the space for developers, there's also a reduction of the take home for the employees, which then doesn't bore on well.
This 20% legally, the one for where you're supposed to deposit money, in case you have a dispute with the tax tribunal, is it contrary to the constitution? And I'm asking your opinion because you are lawyers.
In cases at the High Court,
so how long? How long? How many years? 5, 10, 15?
I think the average will be around 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if I did business with Nakumat and I cannot claim VAT because they're still not insolvent.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
So then what becomes is you wait for you to be paid a percentage of as a creditor if you have filed, but then your VAT you can never get it back because you do not qualify under the current VAT provisions to actually claim for a refund
for the country and for the people.
Na tugithie na mbere na ici ciĩgiĩ kĩgĩna nĩ atĩ atongoria eri kuma kaunti ya Machakos muthenya wa ira marakorirwo makiuga atĩ kuhetũkio kwa ndereti ya kĩgĩna oro hamwe na kurengwo kwa gĩcunjĩ kĩa 3% kũrĩ aruti a wĩra nĩguo gũcũngĩrĩria andũ kũgarũrũka thirikari, na Maina wa Mucwe ena riboti ĩno makĩria.
The conditions that actually made the Singapore one work very well is that by 1965, the government had put in the fundamental structures that had ensured a year-on-year growth of the economy. And because there was a year-on-year growth of the economy, then the National Wages Council would then recommend to government as to the wages increase to the workers. Now, with this wages increase to the workers, then the
hii maneno ya this bill, hapana. Kenyans we are feeling the heat. We are highly taxed. Sasa lazima ile maoni tumeleta huko mbunge mutusikilize.
Oriri dereti ya kigeni thiete na mbere na gucungiriria mawoni ngurani, mubunge wa Matunguru Stephen Mule niugite ati Akenya metereirie kugwithio kwa dereti ya kigina niamu ni manogetio ni kuongerereka kwa uruti wa igoti guku thogora wa muturire ukiambatira na njira irikiriga.
Without any doubt, this government has lacked ideas of how to run Kenya, and I have a reason to say so. Kwa sababu ukipata serikali which is taxing the beauty of their people, the beauty of the women of Kenya, it has lacked an idea of running the government. So it's the high time they part and leave us Kenyans alone.
Francis ari munini wa governor akauga ciigana ni ciigana, Akenya ni manogetio ni kuongererwo kwa magoti na kuria thirikari ya Kenya Kwanza itige kurituhiria Akenya muturire na dereti ya kigina hamwe na kuregwo gwa gicunji kia waki wa nyumba cia raithi.
So let's have conversation around this bill ndio tuone yale tutafanya. Honestly, people are highly taxed and I don't see us going forward with this kind of tax regime. Tena kuna jambo lingine about this tax regime. Padri wetu hapa kuna kitu atatueleza, mheshimiwa wetu hapa na hao wajumbe hapa. Na even majority of you here. Immediately Kenya taxation regime is the highest in this region and by extension Africa, what means even the companies who have employed our people will have to relocate to the neighboring countries.
Mutongoria uyu akoretwo akiuria ameba bunge ya gĩbũrũri matigetikire kuiguithio kumihetukia niguo gutetera Wanjiku.
And because we voted for you, waende wapitishe. Yule mbunge anataka kukula pesa usiku kula naenda wapitishe. Sisi na Wakenya tuko hapa na nyinyi.
Handũ-inĩ ha Muthingi TV, rĩakwa nĩ Maina wa Mucwe.
Na tugithie na mbere ni ati mutongoria wa bũrũri Ndagĩtarĩ William Ruto ni atarĩirie ati no mũhaka anyiti itemi matiganĩte na makĩria sekta-inĩ ya andũ kĩũmbe o hamwe na arĩa marĩ thirikari-inĩ no mũhaka manyite itemi nĩguo gũkĩria sekta ĩno. Na ukiria uguo President Ruto ni oritie mabũrũri marĩa matandĩkithĩtie ngirimiti makorwo makĩandĩkithia akiuga ũndũ ũyũ ni ũkorwo ũgĩteithĩrĩria sekta ĩno na njĩra nene.
His remarks. The economy, development and self-sufficiency are multi-sectoral and interconnected concerns that must be pursued through collaboration and consultation by all stakeholders in the public as well as the private sectors at the domestic, regional as well as continental levels. It is through robust dialogue, guided by this understanding, that we have made progress in developing and implementing a blueprint for the realization of Africa's aspirations. It is also a chance to recognize that the guided trading initiative formulated to accelerate the implementation of the SCFTA did launch, and that Kenya was among the earliest exporters under the initiative. Since then, a number of countries have joined the initiative and commenced their exports. I encourage those countries that have not yet joined the initiative and explore the wonderful free trade possibilities that they will be able to promptly access. I encourage to note the progress in ongoing discussions to develop the equally essential protocols of e-commerce, women and youth in trade, and other programs that will be explained to you in the course of your retreat.
We are asking the private sector to step forward, because it is really in your name that we do all these agreements. It is really for your own benefit that we go through all these rigorous procedures, exchanging tariff offers, looking at all the other clauses that we are looking at, so that we can be able to create an environment that is conducive for you.
Things that are required.
Na tugithii na mbere ni ati munini wa mutongoria wa bururi Rigathi Gachagua ni agite na gikano na atongoria matiganite orodo mwana anyitite migo na ikuru na ni kwambiriria mitaratara ya kugacirithia bara ya njohi na akiaria ari kigomano-ini giki yaugite ati matire na haro na aria makoretwo magitabania biashara ya njohi njitikirie toria Mwangi wa Murugi aratariria.
Bara ya njohi cibango na makiria gitaro-ini gia gatagati wa bururi ni gutigithagio ya tira.
Hatuwezi kubali. Tutakubalia watu 114 people watumalizie an entire generation.
Huo ni kurumirira munini wa mutongoria wa bururi Rigathi Gachagua kugia na gikaro na atongoria na anyitite matiganite kaunti-ini ya Nakuru.
Called me this morning and asked me to come and talk to you and tell you that this work we are doing, the instructions came from him because Kenya was sliding into a drunken country.
Akiaria ari kaunti-ini no yatire hindi mariregeria ino ya njohi cia ibango oro ndumwe na dawa cia kurebia.
I'm also here today in defense of my boss, that I cannot also allow, and I cannot sleep. And Professor Kindiki shouldn't sleep too, when the backyard of our boss is getting completely consumed by illicit alcohol and drug abuse.
Oho, niaugite ati njohi ici cia thumu ciaingirire gikoyo-ini riria thirikari hetoku yari wathani-ini.
The truth of the matter, we have a problem. I am many times accused of being paranoid about the previous administration. I'm not, I'm just truthful, because I think it's good to be truthful. This situation degenerated as the previous administration watched by. The level of impunity in sale of illicit alcohol and drugs is in a level that is not acceptable anywhere in the world.
Wakiuga ati nimeharirie kuigana kuhurana nayo na kuria augite ati matire na haro na aria mendagia njohi njitikirie.
So I'm addressing the people who make second generation alcohol to think and think twice. We are having a conversation whether you need to be around or not.
Mwena-ini wake minista wa gitiri wa thiini Professor Kithure Kindiki ni ugite ati aria maratwarithia na mbere biacara eno thikirire mukana ni makung'ethanirwo na ota itoi cia wikira na wici wa mahiu.
I would like to say the following. First, I thank you for profiling the fight against illicit and toxic alcoholic drinks and narcotic drugs.
To the police officers, please, you have our support. Do what is right. Let us ensure that our society is saved from this menace.
Susan Kihika, uria niwe gavana wa kaunti ino, niaugite ati njohi ici na dawa cia kurebia nicio cicungereire kuongerereka kwa uhaguku wa ugitiri na makiria kaunti-ini ino, akigweta mamwe ma matura maria makoretwo meheirwo ni thina uyu.
But also threaten local and national peace and security. Therefore, it is an evolving challenge that all players at the national and county levels must fold their sleeves and tackle to avoid the lethal consequences of this menace. In Nakuru City, areas of Kaptembwa, Kivumbini, Kwaronda, Canyon, London, Njoroge, and other densely populated slums have become stomping grounds for peddlers of drugs and merchants of illicit brews.
Ndini hamudingi TV ria kwa Mwangi wa Murugi.
Anti-Counterfeit Agency
Na tugitigana na icio cia munini wa mutongoria wa bururi ni ati uria wari mutongoria wa kiama kia Mogiki Maina Njenga nikinyirie igoti-ini ria Naikuru hamwe na mawakiri ake ni Martha Karua na Ndegwa Njiro. Njenga uria wikinyirie mbere ya mucirithania Ikikuru Ikiberion akorirwo akuruhanio na mahitia matano ari hamwe na kwambiriria gikundi gikananie kia wikinae kuria akorirwo akiregana kirio uguo. Njenga arekereirio na bodi shilingi 100,000 kana cash bail ya shilingi 50,000. Naho atongoria ngurani a kiama kia mung'ethaniro aria ni hamwe na Jeremiah Kioni, Eugene Wamarwa na uria wari gavana wa kaunti ya Murang'a Mwangi wa Iria ni makorirwo makinyitanira nake thiini wa igoti riri ria Naikuru.
Asking the court, and I know the court knows that an accused is presumed innocent until proven guilty, but I brought that angle for you to see that even the police know he is a former leader of such an organization. Therefore, the charges, the police will provide the best evidence that the charges before the court cannot stand. So, but more on the basis that his co-accused have been released, that he brought himself, presented himself to court last week.
So we are before you, seeking for your mercy, that you grant our client bail as prayed, and that this court does eject any person, any organ, any individual, and desist and resist from making such comments that are derogatory and prejudicial to our clients.
That considering the circumstance of this case, conditions ought to be placed on the accused admission to bond, and I give the following condition. 1, that the ninth accused in submitted to a bond of 100,000 shillings or an alternative cash bail of 50,000 as the other co-accused. 2, the accused is restrained from making statements either through press or in public rallies which make any direct reference to this case. 3, that the accused shall, in the pendency of this case, never make any contact with any prosecution witnesses known to him in a manner that is likely to jeopardize the trial of this case. Finally, that any violation of the above condition shall lead to cancellation of the bond terms. Those are the orders of this court.
Riboti iyo ya Maina Njenga niyo yukorwo ikihenie kamwe kigakorwo gikunda tumai gakorwo githi haraya ni amu nigukorwo gicokereria tuthi na mbere na kuona uria bururi witu watinda ukigari urathi na mbere na kwaraniria nani kuria mwena wa Facebook niko kwa Muthingi TV, kuria mwena wa YouTube ni @Muthingi TV.
Hey darling, are we still on for a coffee date?
I'm waiting for you to come and pick me up.
I should be able to pick you in a few.
It's a coffee yogurt date?
It's not just a yogurt, it's royal coffee yogurt.
Flow with the sweet taste of thick and smooth Royal Fresh coffee yogurt. Royal Fresh, the royal taste of freshness.
Ni kimuthe atiriri tigana inani ni ndiramenya uria ndireka pesa ningi ni ciakwa ndari keice ki uria ndireka na mu tigana inani niki muranda munjira kuwa thiku na taitu ruri ni tumuvuate tukaroe muthe ko ne guku ni ocio ne woka atiriri we uronetio ku ni bana kai kuria turendia ngiri 550 kakwira kugi ni ha makuta na phase 2 na kuona ko turendia ngiri 350 na deposit no igana ni igana rimwe ici gyo kahe mweke ukareha kahora ni ndironetio baraka kuria kwina rugiri rwa thitima na kwina mai aya ni thito ni goko kwa ndagima gutire buro tietari taitu na nikio ndimwiraga ndagima nekuga na gweka ni
kwa majina ni Kinuthi ya Kafukuswi. Hii ni hardware yangu. Nauza slashers, nauza hacksaws, nauza jembes. For 6 years nimekuwa hapa nikisupport familia yangu, na hapa bado ndio nimelipia ratio yangu. Taxes imekuwa juu sana, importation imekuwa juu sana. Customers wangu wanalia na wafinya, lakini nikinyakuwa 40M ta stock duka yangu vizuri na nitaongeza kila kitu ndio niuzie customers wangu vitu na bei poa. Nyakuwa mita na loto.
Nyakuwa mita na Lotto every hour. Get into the Lotto money train and win big. Ritarere urehotanira maita giri 20 hare besha iria waiyerera 50 bob ukagwira shilingi milioni 1 o ithaa na milioni 40 o muthenya. Usiwachwe nyuma, mamili ni moto na Lotto. Igera M-Pesa paybill 77700 andika kiugo muthigi ta account name thakana shilingi 50 gija shilingi girigere ubambe do na Lotto.
Over 18s only. Gaming can be addictive. Play responsibly. This message has been approved by the BCLB.
Gunyite orege ogeni murori wa Muthingi TV agikorwo ni hingora hingurira karavisheni gaku weigwe we mushie tuthie na mbere na kuona uria bururi witu wa tida kujariria kuria mwena wa Facebook niko kwa Muthingi TV, kuria mwena wa YouTube ni @Muthingi TV. Na tugithie na mbere ni ati atongoria akaunti ya Ebu ni maiketie mendekithia mao kuri minister wa ugitiri wa thiini Kithure Kindiki kurora weru honge ciothe iria ciandikithitio cia thirikari kaunti-ini ino niguo kurehe motungata ma thirikari hakuhi na aikari toria Maina wa Mucwe aratariria.
We request you pass this information to His Excellency the President that there are two main lead projects in Mbere North to be launched. One is the inner water project, which has been awarded and the money is there. The other one is the construction, the tamaking of Kanyombora, Kamumu, Soko, Chiakago Road, which is about 19 kilometers.
Makiaria mari kanitha-ini wa ACK St Peters Cathedral Chiakago guku mbere ya Ithũĩro kaunti-ini ya Embu. Atongoni aria makumagaritie Kindiki maugite kuona gicigo giki kia mbere nikio gĩaga itena iraihu niguo kwamũkĩra motungata ma bata ma gĩthirikari.
Mbere sub county hapo Kiritiri kuna ndio about 3 tunakuomba ndio moja apelekwe Kiambere ward. Wanasema hakuna nyumba, ukienda pale ile nyumba iko pale ni mzuri kuliko zile zingine tunaona kule huku mahali umekuwa kitembea. Kithure
nierire aikari aya ati thirikari ya Kenya Kwanza ni gutigirira ni yakinyaniria motungata ma thirikari kwa ihinda riria riagiriire na ma gikiro kia iguru na gukinyiriria ati maabitha a borithi aria maikarite makiria ma miaka 3 ni magucenjio na ni thutha wa mateta ma gukorwo amwe maikarite kwa ihinda inene.
Wale
maafisa wote ambao wamekaa hapa kwa zaidi ya miaka 3 lazima wahamishwe wote.
Mwena wake mubuge wa mbere ya Ithũĩro Geoffrey Ruku niugete ati wadi ya Bururi irabatara kaunti nini na ikorwo ikigayo maita matatu niguo kuhotithia aikari kwamukira motungata ma thirikari na njira huthu.
Ofisi yako ione ni vema tupate sub-county ya Bururi, na hiyo sub-county ya Bururi ikuwe na division 3. Ikuwe na Kiang'ombe division, Kanyombora division na pia Eshiara division. Tukifanya hiyo, waziri, najua huduma ya serikali itaweza kufikia watu wa Bururi kwa njia ambayo inayofaa.
Atongoria aya ni moritie Kindiki kuheana watho kuri honge cia githirikari niguo kuhurana na njohi njikire mukana.
Last year ya kupigana na pombe, kwa sababu kuna wale wahalifu waliamua kupikia pombe huko na ikaua vijana wetu. Pombe sio kitu kizuri, imeharibu vijana wetu sana, na tungependa tuunge serikali mkono inapoendelea kupigana na hii pombe.
Handũ-inĩ ha Muthingi TV rĩakwa nĩ Maina wa Mucwe.
Na thengi muno mundu gwitwa Maina wa Mucwe ni undu wa riboti iyo. Tugithie na mbere ni ati aikari itura ria Wayuni na Lailoni ni mahumukite thutha wa cukuru wa mbere wa muthingi gwa kwa miena iyo. Arutwo aya ni makoretwo magithie cukuru kuhũthĩra njĩra nene na iria makoretwo makiiga miturire yao ugwati-ini kuona mahĩtũkagĩra gatagati wa mũtitũ wa rũĩ rwa Tana.
Kwa Lailoni, mheshimiwa ametujengea shule leo, nafunguliwa sababu wa shida watoto navuka mto nateseka.
Akiaria na andiki a mohoro, Jare Bonea uria ni muikari wa itura ria Lailoni niugete cukuru wa muthingi wa Lailoni ni ukunyihia itena riria ciana ici cikoretwo cigithie cukuru wa Hanadaraku uria we kilomita 14.
Shule ilianzishwa kwa sababu ya changamoto kufuga mto. Wakati wa kufuga mto kunakuwa na challenges mingi sana. Challenges ya kwanza, mdao mara inapinduka, watoto wanamwagika ndani, wakati mwingine hata watoto wanakosekana, ikawa ni maafa ya watoto kwenda kuzikwa. Mara nyingine watoto mamba anakuja kusumbua, kuna crocodiles, hippopotamus, hawa wanasumbua, wanaenda kupiga hiyo mdau kanini. Tukaenda kuomba serikali ya ugatuzi ya 2017 tukaenda kuomba footbridge ili watoto wavuke salama. Hiyo footbridge pia ilikosekana. Bahati mzuri huyu mbunge akaingia 2017, akaja kujenga 2017, akakuja akajenga hizi shule mbili, ilikuwa hajafunguliwa.
Oho niongereire na kuga ati aruto aya makoretwo makigera mahinda maritu tagukira thaa 10 na kuhitukira mitito-ini iria ina nyamu cia githaka matena kira darasa ya rũĩ rwa Tana na kurihio.
Hii tunashukuru wale watoto ambao wanatoka nyumbani kwenda Andaraku Primary. Leo alhamdulillah shule imefunguliwa. Walikuwa wanaenda kutoka hapa saa 11 kwenda pale Andaraku, walikuwa wanachukua long distance sana, na hapa katikati kuna wanyama kama buffaloes.
Monini wa mũrũgamĩrĩri wa cukuru ya muthingi ya Hanadaraku Isaac Gishoke ni ugete cukuru uyu mweru ni ukunyihia mũrigo wa arutwo gwikora hatikaini. Mweneni
idadi ya wale wanafuka kwa sababu about maybe 30% hata kuwa anakuja, so tutalimit na wale wanakaa the other side ambao hawahitaji kufuka daily.
Wake mũmbunge wa Gashen Ali URIA nioyete thirikari kwandika arutani aige cukuru-ini icio, akiuga wagi wa arutani ni ucũngĩrĩirie arutwo kwaga kũhĩtũka kĩgeranio-inĩ kĩa bũrũri. Oho niongereire na kwĩra aikari gũtwara ciana ciao iria cirĩkĩtie gĩthomo kĩa form 4 kwĩũnga na cukuru cia kothi cia warimũ nĩguo gũkorwo na arimũ aiganu matũũra-inĩ.
William Samoei Ruto ateremshe grade chini kidogo ya walimu ili vijana wetu wakienda teaching mara moja vijana 300 hivi, shida ya walimu itapotea. Baadaye wapandishe hiyo grade wakitaka. Kwa hivyo ile proposal ya waziri ya Amina ya wakati hiyo tunapenda irudishwe, vijana wetu wasome teaching college ili pia sisi tukuwe na walimu wa kutosha. Kwa sababu saa hii nafasi ya walimu ikitangazwa Tana River hii, vijana ya Tana River ni wachache, wale wanachukuliwa wanatoka sehemu zingine za Kenya. Baada ya muda mfupi hawa wanachukua transfer na rudi kwao. bado tuko na upungufu wa walimu kila wakati. Kwa hivyo naambiana TSC washirikiane na ministry. Tunaomba rais wetu grade iteremshwe kwa muda mchache through affirmative, ili vijana wengi waende teaching college, ili shida ya walimu sehemu hii ipotee.
Ribotera Muthingi TV zitago Wanjiru wa Muriuki.
Tukiuma ko mwena wa Tana River ni ati kumenya na guteithĩrĩria komi harĩ igana rũhonge rwa kũnyitithia ndabu nĩmeyumĩrĩtie kũhanda mũtĩ mũtitũ-inĩ wa Njũkĩrĩ matongoretio nĩ Kamanda Brigade. Borithi aya nĩmahandĩte mĩtĩ 3,000 thĩinĩ kũrĩa mwena wa Camp Dunda, na gavana wa Embu nĩwe Cecily Mbarile nĩorĩtie aikari manyite guoko rĩtana rĩa mũtongoria wa bũrũri rĩa kũhanda mĩtĩ.
We are all ready today to plant as many trees as we can get so that we contribute to national strategy on tree planting. With those few remarks, I want to say thank you and we are ready to do today's exercise.
Msitu ya Njukiri Forest ni ile msitu, ni kama ile Karura ya Nairobi, Your Excellency. This is our Karura. This is our national park. Na the fact that mnaacha blessings kwa hii msitu is a very important thing.
Kufuatilia ile tumekuwa pia tukihimizwa na rais wetu tupandize mazingira yetu kupitia kupanda miti. Like you are aware, the clarion call from our president, I think immediately after he took over, was that we must do something about our environment ambayo imeteremka through kupitia miti.
Many trees as you can. Let me not repeat what Mheshimiwa Mukonji has ably said concerning the environment and the policy of the national government and the president, which we have also embraced. We have some many officers here who can add value to our efforts. So congratulations for what you've done. Thank you. Together with Team Kujituma, congratulations, guys.
Na tukiuma ko mwena wa kaunti ya Embu ni ati maafitha a ũgitĩri ngwatanĩro na athuri a nyumba 10 kuma mwena wa Kamae gĩcigo kĩa ũmbunge kĩa Juja gũkũ nĩ kaunti ya Kiambu nĩmahithũkĩrie bangi ya mũigana ũtoĩkaine mwena ũcio, na gũkĩrĩ ũguo nĩmateterithirie atĩ Mwĩkwĩrwo nĩahotire gwĩthara mũtego wa maafitha ona gũtuĩka no arathiĩ na mbere na gwethanwo na aya nĩ makorirwo magĩtũngĩhĩria mũingĩ wa gĩcigo gĩkĩ makiuga nĩo makorirwo makĩmakunyĩra ndeto ĩno ĩgĩmaine na mwanake ũyũ.
Tukatae, si ndio? Tukatae mambo kama haya. Tunang'oa iende ichomo.
Huyu jamani mjanja.
Tumeikataa. Ona mwanzo.
Tumetuwapa mbio kama swara.
Enda leo ni ngari. Wangu ni veri. Enda na Enda go. Enda leo ne? Bego.
Assistant Chief, hapa tupo kunaitwa Kiwanja Sublocation, village inaitwa Kamae, na through a tip from nyumba 10 tumepata information kwamba kuna bangi imeweza kumea mahali hapa kwa hii shamba, na tukakuja kufanya msako na wakati tumekuja tumesaidiana na the members of the public na tumeitoa yote, na hii kazi tutaendelea kufanya juu ni directive kutoka kwa Deputy President wetu Rigathi Gachagua, na tutahakikisha kwamba kama kuna any other yenye iko hapa tunapeana warning, mtu yoyote kama amefanya hii jambo aiache juu tunamfuatilia na tutaendelea kufanya hii msako.
Hii eneo yetu
tafadhalini mtusaidie. Sio bangi tu peke yake, lakini kupandwa sijawahi ona, lakini ya kuuzwa inauzwa, lakini hata hao askari wanakujaga kuchukua hongo, na si hapa, ni wambali, unawaona wanakuja wanachukua. Hata siku moja mimi nilisema nitapigia madam, na nikiona mtu mimi nitapiga. Hata DCI nimeshamwambia Kasarani, kwa sababu iko watu wameharibu watoto wetu kabisa. Tunataka tushikane hapa, hata hiyo pombe iishe. Wazee hatuna, ni walevi, watoto hatuna. Hiyo ni mambo gani? Mambo baya kabisa. Unaona lika kidogo kasichana, unaona kanavuta bangi na mtoto wako kwa mgongo. Hiyo ni mambo gani? Lakini bangi kupandwa hapa si hapa, lakini sijui inaendaga kununuliwa wapi, lakini iko inauzwa.
Nataka kusema ya kwamba mkubwa, tunajaribu kupigana, hata pombe tunajaribu kupigana nazo. Hizi ndio madawa ya kulevya. Watoto wetu wameharibika kwa injili ya hii madawa ya kulevya. Wako hata ukiwaangalia, hata kazi wanashindwa ni kufanya kazi kwa ajili ya kufutafuta hii mabangi. Kwa hivyo ningetaka serikali iwe ikichukua hatua kali, ndio mambo kama hii sitendeke tena mahali kama hapa.
Na ripoti eo ya kumakoria kaunti ya Kiambu neo eo koroiki heni kaida kagiga okorogi kiria okorogi dhihara ya nyamu nigu korogi shokireria tudi nabre na kuna uria fururi wito watibia.
Cenjia muturire waku na kwachua chapa wihotanire 150 besha farifari o muthenya tafarira-ini cia Muthingi TV. Mutaratara wa kwihotanira ni muhuthu. Thimu-ini yaku igira kwa lipa na M-Pesa, thie kwa paybill number wikire 636395, account name wandike ritwa Muthingi na amount wikire shiringi 99. Oringi thie he paybill number wandike 636395, account name wandike Muthingi, amount wikire shiringi 99 tu. Irikana uria uratuma maita maingi noguo mieke yaku ya kwihotanira irongerereka. Niki wetereire? Cenjia muturire waku na kwachua chapa. Gĩuthi gĩkĩ nĩ kĩhĩtũkie BCLB na arĩa matakinyetie mĩaka 18 matiagĩrĩire nĩ gũthaka. Thaka na wĩigĩrĩrĩki.
Hey darling, are we still on for a coffee date?
I'm waiting for you to come and pick me up.
I should be able to pick you in a few.
It's a coffee yogurt date?
It's not just a yogurt. It's royal coffee yogurt.
Flow with the sweet taste of thick and smooth Royal Fresh coffee yogurt. Royal Fresh, the royal taste of freshness.
Nako kaguru karime gatihana kari muhu nake mumagari niyo nagira
ndutaga wira wa kwendia hema migeka na ngonia ucio ni wira ndiraga naguo guku na Nairobi.
Nitutamburaga kio gitu na thabari itu miethere-ini. Ngai kunyita ugeni guku kwa Muthingi TV. Nikio nitugicemanagia o kiumia tabarira-ini ya mwihang'iri. Turi na mwihang'iri witu agitutirithia thabari yake kinya hau akinyite.
Ngiandikwo ni muthuri wiho andikitwo gibanda ki hare rugongo.
Ni oguku ceceni-ini ya Muthingi TV na nie Mwangi wa Murugi.
nitwashokereria ororege mwiroreri wa Muthingi TV dina mbere na kwaraniria nanie muthenya wa umuthi wikijira wa tidi ate wikijire urajidorera kana uramukira mohoro maitu we mwena uriko kure mwena wa Facebook ni kwa Muthingi TV kuna mwena wa YouTube ni Muthingi TV na twithina mbere ni ate aikari a Chinga kaunti ya Nyeri na makomithetie woici thiini wa itura riri makiuga mashira ma woici na wikinae maigihite thiini wa itura riri adogurani magite indo ciao o muthenya ekinae aya marekwirwo uthairikira micii ya aikari utuko na riria matari thiini wa micii yao ekinae aya marekwirwo kuiya mahiu irio na indo ingi iria magihota gwikuira o ene na nimahugite makoretwo magithitanga kuri ceceni iria ihakuhe indi gutire makinya makoretwo magikinyukio na guri morete thirikari ikorwo ikimateithiriria gukorwo makinina wikinae uyu kuona nginya mioyo yao iri hatikaini.
Tulipata ya kwamba gari ambalo ni gari ya dada yangu imekujiwa na kupigwa kioo kama mnavyoona, ikapigwa kioo, ikachukuliwa vitu, official document zote zikachukuliwa, bagi yake ambayo ilikuwa na nguo ikatolewa na wakafuja kioo na wakaenda na hizo vitu na hiyo bagi ndio ilikuwa na document yote yake ambayo hakuna kitu ambacho alikuwa amewacha kwa nyumba ambayo ni document ambayo inaweza kumsaidia. Kwa hivyo sasa wakati tuliamuka na kupata kile tulipatwa na mchangao wa kushindwa ya kwamba area imekaa namna gani, mambo imekuaje.
Juzi gine nikaibia ng'ombe, na hiyo ng'ombe yangu nikaripoti huko, ng'ombe ikapatikana huko chini imeshashijwa na watu wa hiki kijiji, na nikaenda kwa sub chief nikamuuliza, akanieleza hana maneno ya kufanya. Hata chief nikamuuliza, akanieleza hana maneno ya kufanya. Ng'ombe yangu ilikuwa inataka kusaa, watu hii wa hiki kijiji wanajua, ikachijwa huko ikawekwa huko chini na watu waliona wote. Juzi tena buzi yangu ilibio ikatolewa kwa nyumba. Wakati tulienda nikachukua hawa mapolisi tukaenda mpaka huko chini, damu ikapatikana, ikaenda padi hii, arafu hiyo haikupatikana tena, arafu wakarudi tena wakaiba ingine.
Na uchungu sana, niko na uchungu kabisa kwa hiyo tendo, na mimi ningependa tu serikali ituchukulie tu hatua, tuko mahali pabaya sasa kwa wakati huu. Si kuzuri huku, si kuzuri. Vile wametenda hii jambo, mimi hata sijui nitasema nini. Roho yangu iko na uchungu kabisa kabisa. Sasa hata tunahofia nini maisha yetu. Juu vile hata nakukuta kwa nyumba, nini nyingine amebakisha. Atakuataki pia wewe. Hata nilikuwa karibu kuhama kwangu. Nilikuwa karibu kuchukua vitu, lakini nikaona hiyo sio solution. Juu sasa hata ukiripoti, ukisema, ukiambia akina sub chief, hakuna hatua unawaambia tu, wanasema wataangalia hiyo maneno, hakuna hatua nyingine wanachukua.
Na mwiroreri wa Muthingi TV tuzikiria tukoro tugithie imwe kwa imwe ginya kuria iharo-ini na kutuone uria gwatinda gugibarigitana kiambiriria ni ateteri a gikombe kia mbĩtĩka cia FKF nĩyo Tusker FC draw ya kĩbũgũ gwa kĩbũgũ na ang'ethe nao gwĩtatũmigĩrĩ mathako marĩa makorirwo magĩthakĩrwo kĩharo-inĩ kĩa Nyayo Stadium. Tusker no manyitire namba ĩmwe marĩ na point 60 na point 1 mbere ya Gor Mahia.